Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and I wanted to do a review on Ebola syndrome. This is a Chinese film that is all in Cantonese with Dutch and English subtitles on this particular DVD. Big shout out to my buddy Chris Kim for sending me this movie. I really appreciate it and have heard a lot about this over the years and was very happy to finally get to see it. So, if you haven't seen Ebola syndrome, it just got a Vinegar Syndrome Blu-ray recently, and people were freaking out. They couldn't believe that they got the rights and that the movie's coming out, and that's some people's favorite film. So when Chris said he was upgrading his and he decided to send me this, I was definitely down. I just finished watching it a few minutes ago, and it was pretty good. It's a very sleazy, weird kind of movie, but interesting and funny to watch it now during what's going on in the world. So the main point of the story is Kai is the main character, who's played by Anthony Wong, and he sleeps with his boss's wife. I'm not really giving away much because it's the beginning of the film. He sleeps with his boss's wife, who's promiscuous, and the boss catches them and tries to castrate him, and everything's very sleazy. Kai, Anthony Wong's character, is just a real despicable person throughout the whole film. He has no morals or ethics, and he's constantly doing bad things throughout the whole movie. So he sleeps with his boss's wife, he catches him, the boss tries to castrate him, and he kind of turns the table on the boss, kills the boss, I think kills the wife, and runs away to South Africa, which I thought was kind of random. So supposedly there's a Chinatown in South Africa. Again, I didn't know this. And he works at a restaurant for low wages, and he seems to get along okay with his boss, but the boss's wife gives him a hard time, and she's a really nasty kind of piece of work. He goes with the boss to pick up meat and pigs for the restaurant, and there's lots of insults. They're insulting whites, they're insulting blacks. Keep in mind, this is like a Chinese clique that is in this Chinatown in South Africa, but they're very vulgar about it. And they're buying meat from this white butcher, and he's charging them an arm and a leg, and they're getting pissed off about it, and they decide to go to an African tribe to get the meat. When they're there, they pay a lot less, but they see kind of uncivilized or different cultural things happening. They're ripping chickens in half and killing them, and I'm pretty sure it's real. There is some animal cruelty in the film with the chickens, and then during the restaurant scenes they're cutting up live frogs to cook and serve to the patrons. So if that bothers you or you're squeamish, I probably wouldn't watch it. So anyhow, they go to this African village, and they get attacked by, I think, a cheetah at one point, and as they're leaving, elephants cross the road, and Kai swerves, hits a tree, and messes up the car. And when he gets out, he starts arguing with his boss about it, and when he gets out, he leaves, and he finds this woman on the side of the road who's dying of Ebola, and he rapes her. He catches Ebola, lives, but now starts spreading it throughout the rest of the film, knowingly and unknowingly. But he won't die because he's got this, special genetic makeup where they said 1 in 10 million don't die, they just carry it and keep infecting people. Again, sort of funny to watch during today's time period. And that's primarily what the film is about. He's spitting on people, sneezing on people, spitting in their food, sleeping with hookers, whatever, getting cut and putting his blood on things. And I don't want to give away too much, but he's just a real disgusting, despicable person, and throughout the film he's just doing whatever the hell he damn well pleases, and it starts becoming a pandemic. And the movie continues, and that's the gist of it. So this was a 1996 movie. It definitely has that 90s feel to it, very sleazy feeling, and all in Cantonese with English subtitles, so if you don't like things in other languages, you won't like it. I definitely thought it was interesting, and I definitely could tell why people who saw this in the 90s were probably like, wow, this is really messed up, I enjoy it. Nowadays, it's not as messed up as other things I've seen, but it still definitely is in the messed up categories. The main character is just such a piece of work that you can't help but hate him, but what he does is just grotesque as a human being, just the way he is. Some of the subtitles you could tell were a little off in regards to like the translations, but you can completely understand the film. If you like things about maybe biowarfare, pandemics, and diseases, you'll probably like this movie. And again, you have to understand that it does have that sleazy aspect to it. Lots of nudity and him having sex with hookers and different people and stuff, threatening to even sleep with guys, like rape men. He's just a psychopath. And that's the gist of the film. I liked it, and I could see why people loved this movie when it first came out, and have a fondness for the weirdness and the just disgusting aspect of it. So thank you, Chris Kim, for sending me this again. I'm glad I finally got to watch the Ebola Syndrome, because I had never seen it, and I just heard a ton about it over the years. And with Vinegar Syndrome putting out their new Blu-ray, people were going crazy. So let me know, guys, if you've seen the Ebola Syndrome, what you thought of it, and leave some comments down below. Thanks, guys, for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.